Welcome, Ravens Nation, Ravens flock. Welcome to the King Raven Fan Chat Video Podcast Show. Today we're gonna be reviewing the Baltimore Ravens versus the Carolina Panthers game that we just saw. What a game! What a game! What a game! I got a lot of things to cover in this game, but before we get started, please make sure you share, like, comment, turn your notifications on, and the last thing, make sure you subscribe to this great channel. We don't have millions of videos coming out every week, but we do what we gotta do because people have jobs, right? I have a job just like you got a job. So guess what? We're gonna talk about this game. It was an amazing game. I like what I seen. A lot of fans are boo-hooing. They not happy. They talking about the offense. Didn't execute. This and that and this. I always look at the scoreboard. I don't care if it's 1 point. I don't care if we crawled our way into the end zone. I don't care if the defense scored. I don't care if we kicked 10 field goals. I do not care. As long as we win the football game. And that's what's important in football. Winning. So we're going to dive right into this game. What a game. I love this game. I love defensive games. I love teams to come into M&T Bank Stadium and put up a good fight. I like that. I don't like games when we blow out the opponent and they can't defend us. I want you to defend us. I want you to try to stop us. I want you to make us look like we all ate up. I want you to do that. And now we got this new thing out called the ugly win versus the pretty win. I don't understand. To me, winning doesn't have a face. It just got points. And as long as you have more points than your opponent, guess what? We won the game, baby. That's all that matters. Stop looking at what's ugly, what's pretty. He did this, he did that. I don't care as long as we won. Because you got to remember something. Remember this. For the rest of the season, fans, get your head together. Get your mind together. All right? We need you. The Ravens need you. The players need you. Things going to happen. Players going to get injured. You know what I mean? We can't go against the football gods or whoever just because somebody got injured. That's all in football. People are going to get injured. It's whoever healthy at the end of the year is what's going to win it anyway. Y'all should remember that from 2020 when we was doing good just like we are now. Then we start losing a lot of key players. This is the time for the players to be more cognizant of where they at, where they located, what they're doing. With the injury to Kyle Hamilton, he got up into the middle of the defense and he took on a block from a 300-pound, 400-pound offensive lineman. And he's kind of slight. So you got to be careful in those situations. Let those linebackers handle all that need up inside. You just handle the perimeter, make sure nobody gets out, and do your job there. Great player. I think he was making all the tackles on the Ravens for the most part of the game. He is amazing. Good draft pick. Man, we got ourselves a star. I just hope and pray that he's not too injured where he'll be out for the rest of the year. So, hey, fans, let's make sure we pray for Kyle Hamilton to make sure he come back. You know what I mean? We need him. That guy is an asset. Oh, man. Believe it or not, to me, he's on route for Defensive Rookie of the Year with his play. And if he can make the rest of these games, that might be possible. That might even be a subject. But, so let's pray for him. Let's pray for Ronnie Stanley that he'll come back and, in full swing. Hopefully it's not that serious, maybe a little tweak or something here and there. But that was caused by Morgan Moses. And we'll talk about him a little later on because I want to go to Baltimore right now, meet him when he come off the plane so I can jack slap him. Come on, big baby. Come on, big baby. Come on, man. You can't hurt our team, bro. You can't hurt the team. It was like 3 players today that just trying to give this game to the Panthers. Morgan Moses, Chuck Clark, 2 penalties. Two penalties? Come on, guy. And what was going on with James Prochet? Is he trying to get traded? What is his? What's wrong with him? What was wrong with him today? You know what I'm saying? He dropped like 2 or 3 passes. He get 2 penalties. Why is this guy still coming on the field? Come on, coaches, wake up, wake up, wake up. When I played football, look, 2 penalties. It's time for you to hit the bench, baby. I don't care how good you are. We ain't that desperate. You ain't about to cost us this game. So somebody should have put a plug on him. I don't know where he was at. He wasn't at M&T Bank Stadium today because he was doing his own little thing there. But I'm quite sure how I was going to get him situated and get him squared away because he needs some talking to. He needs some talking to. But overall, good game. And let me tell y'all something, fans. Flock, Nation. Let me tell you something, Ravens flock. We got a defense, baby. We got a defense. You know what I'm saying? After all these years of wanting our defense back, we finally got our defense. I don't even care what the offense did today. They couldn't score. They looked like crap, whatever. Game's going to be like that. Another thing I want to make sure you understand. The Ravens are 7-3, ahead in their division. They're right up there with the top 3 teams in the AFC. Let me explain something to you. Every team that they play from this day on, and the proof was today, every team, even though they under 500, like Lamar Jackson said last week, they're professional football players. They got pride. They listen to the media just like we do. They're on social media just like we are. And you on there talking about we're going to blow you out. We're going to score 100 points and skull drag you through the mud and all this good stuff. They listen to that. They listen to that. I would have came up in there ready too. They're going to come ready to win. That's their Super Bowl. That's their Super Bowl because when the Super Bowl happens, you know where they're going to be at. Or when the playoffs happen, we already know where they're going to be located. They're going to be at home watching it on TV just like you and me. Okay? So don't get it twisted thinking that every game, even though these teams are below 500, these teams are going to play their best football against the Baltimore Ravens every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, wherever they play. They're going to play their best football, and especially our division opponents. So stop thinking that every week the Ravens are going to go in there and blow a team out. That's not going to happen for the rest of the year. We might be seeing more wins like this. But I did tell you one thing. I told you before the end of the season, we're going to have the number 1 defense. And that's starting to take place. If you slowly watch what the Ravens are doing, they lost one of their star players today, okay, to an injury. Foot back, I don't know what it is quite. But guess what? They lost one of their key players. This guy was on pace. I don't care what nobody say. In my mind, he was on pace to be the Defensive Rookie of the Year for 2022. Believe me. And hopefully in praying that he still will be able to play to achieve that goal because it's going to happen. Did you see that defense? Man, didn't it feel good to you? Everybody on social media, they complaining. The show hosts are going right along with the fans. No, you're wrong. You're wrong, and you know you're wrong. If you are not happy for this win, if you can sit there and point fingers and complain about a win, then guess what? You need to reevaluate yourself because it's not the Ravens, it's you. Because you don't understand that every team is going to play them like they're in the Super Bowl, they're in the playoffs, or they're trying to get in the playoffs on the last game. That's what type of season the rest of this season is going to be like that. So get ready, get yourself equipped for that. We're not worrying about these games in the regular season. If they win by 1 point, they win by 1 point. Whatever. We just want to get into the dance. Once we get into the dance, then we can worry about how much the offense score and all that stuff. Ain't nobody worrying about how much the offense score. If they don't score no points, I don't care. They can kick 100 field goals, like I said before, and beat their opponent or win is a win. Don't forget that. Don't let the pundits, don't let the media fool you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I thought they was Super Bowl contenders, but they wasn't good on offense today. Listen, players are going to have good games. Players are going to have bad games. You know what I mean? You can't put all the blame on Lamar Jackson for what happened with the offense today. Okay? Porsche dropping balls. Everybody dropped the ball, I think, today. Everybody dropped the ball today. You know what I'm saying? Now, the throw to the offense, the defensive lineman for the Panthers, come on, Lamar. That's a big dude. And then one play, Lamar ran right into the linebacker. I'm like, but, you know, they say the man was sick. I think he was. He wasn't. I don't think he really was on click. And another thing you got to think about is the bye. We just come out of a bye. A lot of teams, and Ravens, especially the Ravens, they got a history of coming out the bye kind of flat. So you can't be too up on a team after the bye. They might not even practice, which looked like the offense didn't do too much. But anyway, they're going to get better. They're going to get better. You know what I mean? Don't get so wound up around the scores. Oh, well, it was an ugly win. It wasn't a pretty win. Okay? I don't care if it's pretty. I don't care if it don't have no face. I do not care as long as we won the game. And that was my biggest concern, winning. I didn't care how they got it done. Okay? It's not how you get it done. It's the end results. So remember that. And back up off your team. Feel proud about them because we got to win, baby. We in the win column today. There's a lot of teams lost games today. You know what I mean? So guess what? Right now, we're still number one in the AFC North. Okay? We are 7-3. We're one of the top teams in the AFC, and we gaining steam. Those little things that happened on the offense today, they're going to fix them. We got Gus Edwards coming back. We got J.K. Dobbins coming back. Hopefully Ronnie Stanley is not too hurt where he can't go. And if he can't, we just need to tighten up on those tackles and make them do what they need to do. That's what we're paying them for. You know what I'm saying? We're not paying them for face mask penalties. Morgan Moses, come on, guy. Face mask. Our offensive lineman getting a face mask penalty? Come on, is it that serious? Where your head was today? You know what I'm saying? Where your head was today? He let several unblocked defenders into the backfield. It's like where this guy was at today. You know what I'm saying? When you playing, you got to bring your A game. You can't come with no indecisions. Don't know what's going on. If you don't know what's going on, ask somebody. Call me and I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you got a man outside, unblocked, nobody on top of him. Who's going to block him? You rather get him or you rather go help out the guard and put two men on one defender and you got a man out here wide open, okay? Lamar, come on, baby. You got to see these things. You got to see these. You got to see that play out there untouched. Ain't nobody over top of him. Who's blocking him? So you got to make an adjustment. It's like he's not calling audibles or something. I don't know what kind of offense they run, but he needs to be more in control of the offensive plays, and they need to let him go and let him call what he see. Because a lot of times I think he's trying to run the play that they call and not deviate from it when the play is basically a busted play. Okay, I've seen several instances of that. All right, so if the fans or the Ravens players, staff, coaches, organization didn't think that the Carolina Panthers was going to come in there today ready to beat some butt, you're solely mistaken. Solely mistaken. Okay? And it's not just going to be the Panthers, it's going to be every team on our schedule remaining. They're going to come, they're going to be ready to fight. If we got to go to them, they're going to be ready to fight. If they got to come to us, they're going to be ready to fight because they want to knock us off. Because they already being undervalued. They already being written off as losers, not going to the Super Bowl. They sorry. There ain't no hope for them. The Ravens going to blow them out. So they're going to prove you wrong because guess what? They are professionals just like I am. I'm a professional. I'm a professional businessman. You're not just going to talk about me anyway. Okay, I'm going to show up and let you and show you what I have to offer. Now, if you got something a little better, guess what? Hey, look, whoever scored the most points win the game. So I just want to reach out to the fans and kind of get with the fans. I've been on social media ever since the game ended, and I just see all this backlash. Everybody backlashing at Greg Roman. They backlashing at Lamar Jackson, Harbaugh, the Ravens organization. We don't have a receiver. We know we ain't got a receiver. So what we going to do about it? We're going to roll over and cry and let teams that run over top of us, you know what I mean? Or we going to beat, or we going to win the game every year. And right now, we are winning the game every week. I mean, right now, we are winning the game every week. So, hey, look, can the Ravens run their way into the Super Bowl? Of course they can. The Ravens could have blew out this team today if they would have ran a football. But they decided not to. I don't know what's the reason. I think kind of some of the reason is they had some big boys on the Panthers. If you looked at that defensive line, they had one guy that weighed 360. I think he was lining up in the gap between Linderbaum and the other in the guard on the left side. So I think he was the reason why a lot of penetration and movement wasn't happening up in our front. Okay, Linderbaum kind of struggled with some of those bigger guys because he's not really that big of a guy, but he's a good center. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, you keep doing it. You keep doing it because guess what? One thing about a big man, I found that out when I was very young. They tire very quickly. I'd rather fight. You see how big I am, right? I'd rather fight a big man than a little man. A little man will give you something. A little man will give you something if they know how to use it. Linderbaum know how to use it. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. He's doing a good job. But hey, look, it was a good game. Kenyon Drake stepped up. DeMarcus Robinson stepped up. Lamar stepped up. He made a mistake and threw it to the defensive lineman. I'm like, I ain't never seen no receiver that big. Come on, Lamar. And he got a different color jersey on, baby. Come on, come on. That's just a testament to where he's trying to execute the play to a T that is cold. I think he needs to be given more variance, more authority in the play calling from the line from what he see. I don't think he's making enough adjustments at the line with audibles because they get to the line so late. They get to the line so late he can't really make no adjustment. I think a lot of that stuff can be taken care of at the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? When they line somebody out there, he's not covered. Come on now. We're not going to run that play because that play is already busted. I've seen a lot of plays where the ball was given to the running back. He runs right into the defender. A lot of short passes behind the first down. Come on. If we're going to pass the ball, that ball needs to be on the first down unless something is wide open. If it's not wide open, the ball needs to be on the first down. And, you know what I mean, come on. That's just the way I see it. You know what I mean? And for Lamar, we got Lamar holding the ball a lot longer than. Look, they're not open, dude. They're not open. You know what I mean? Check your reads. Doop, 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 doop. They're not open. Boom. I'm looking for the hole. I'm about to hit the end zone, baby. I'm about to put these onions on them. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's taking you too long for that. You got to speed that up. That process got to happen quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. Boom, 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 boom. Nobody's open. Boom. I'm gone. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Come on. It's basic skill set. And running backs, come on, man. We got to hit those holes. There were a lot of holes. And a lot of our running backs was running to the defender. Can't run to the defender. Can't run. Why try to beat the defender when you got a hole wide open? I've seen a couple hallways through that Panther defense that should have been exploited. But look, they did as good as they could do. You know what I mean? Let's come out the bye. Offense, it's easier for a defense to click because defense is defense. You know what I mean? Even you going to intercept the ball, pat it down, or tackle. You know what I mean? Or sack. You know, the defense is so much simpler than the offense is. You know what I mean? The offense got to have repetition. If you've seen the Saints game and seen this game, you could tell the offense was totally off canter because that that timing, all right, that timing, you know what I mean? I had a couple. Hey, look, I've been watching the game just like you have. You know what I mean? Don't judge me now. Don't judge me. But anyway, so the timing was there. It took some time to get that timing out. I don't think they really got it in the game. But what matters? You know what I'm saying? I don't care if they never got their timing down. Guess what? They won the game, man. They won. That's all you need to be concerned about. Stop wrapping yourself around. It's a ugly, it's a pretty. Oh, we're going to fall in the power rankings. Don't nobody give a hoot about that. Don't nobody give a hoot about it. Look at the Giants today. Look at the Giants. Came out that bye, looked terrible. Looked toe up. Okay? If they was on the bye, but they act like they were. But anyway, any given Sunday, baby. This the NFL. This NFL, you can't underwrite no team. So all that stuff, the Ravens going to win by at least 13 points. We did get 13, right? But they got the field goal. They would have covered with a field goal. Anyway, what do it matter? At the end of the day, and the Ravens were trying to give them the game. We had 3 players. I don't know who paid them. Hopefully they didn't get paid. I don't think they're doing anything like that. But anyway, it was like 3 players just was screwing up to screw up. Looked like they was trying to screw up. Morgan Moses, Chuck Clark, Porsche. I don't know what was wrong with those 3 right there. Those 3 right there, boy, I would have made them do some laps after that game. I know Harbaugh's going to get with them come Monday because those 3 players right there could have cost us this game if it wasn't for our defense. But I know everybody, if you're like me, I seen something today that I haven't seen in a while from a Ravens offense. I basically seen an old school defense. I seen the old school Ravens defense. Did you see it? Could you feel it? Did it feel good? And everybody's sitting here complaining about, we need receivers. Everybody need nobody. You know what I'm saying? We used to win games by 3 points. Okay? 6-3. We don't win some games like that, 10-0 or 10-3 or whatever. All right? That's how we win. That's the Ravens way, baby. It's not pretty, but guess what? It's a win. I don't care if it's pretty or not. Okay? Because being pretty and being ugly doesn't count in the NFL. There's only one face, and that's called winning. And that's the face of the Ravens right now, baby, at 7-3. Okay? Number 1 in the AFC North. When the last time you checked that? Okay? Check the standings. Okay, in the divisions. That's what counts. Win and losses. All right. So get out of this prettiness, ugly. Stop trying to analyze the organization. Okay. The offense didn't have a good game today. It's gonna be some games where the offense is not that good. There are not too many teams. Now there are some that every week their offense just do what they gotta do. That's rare. You know what I'm saying? That's rare in a 16, 17 game season. That is very rare. It's going to be 1 or 2 games there where they're going to stink. It's going to be 1 or 2 games there for the defense where they're going to stink. The defense ain't going to be shut down 0 points for the offense every game. Why would you expect that? That's not even thinking realistically. Okay? Because like Lamar Jackson said, they are professionals just like he is. They're professionals just like the other players on the Ravens are, okay? So they're not going to come up there and be disrespected, telling them they can't win, they don't have no chance, and you know what to win this game, okay? No, who, me? My team? I know what I can do, all right? So think as a football player, and then you'll be the fan of the Baltimore Ravens if you think like a football player, okay? And that's how the football players, that's the life of a football player. We have bad games, we have good games. When I played football in my heyday, I had good games, I had bad games. That's just the nature of the beast. But you know what covers all that up and make up for all that? Is winning. Winning. That is the key. Win. Just win, baby. like Al Davis said for the Raiders back in the day, just win, baby. That's all we want the Ravens to do is win. You know what I mean? Don't complain how they won, why they won. They shouldn't have won. Who cares about that? Don't wrap your head around that. You know what I mean? We fans. We love when our team win. Like I said, I don't care how they do it, but we just love it when they win, baby. When they win, the Ravens winning. And they winning convincingly. They winning convincingly. Right now, our defense is looking like the defense of old. It's looking like one of the best defenses in the NFL. Okay? Will they keep it up? Of course they will. Will they have some bad games? Of course they will. Will the offense have some good games? Of course they will. You know what I mean? That's just the nature of the beast. It wasn't the offensive game. The Panthers couldn't do nothing neither. Okay? They couldn't do nothing on our defense. So, you know what I mean? It was a defensive game. One of them old school smash mouth games where the Ravens, you know, threw the uppercut on. You know what I mean? When it counted. You know, when it counted, then that's what champions do. Okay? That's why I know they're going to go to the Super Bowl, because they playing championship football. Today was a good test of that, of how to play championship football. You come out there, your team not doing good, your offense is not doing good, your defense is getting the opposing team offense off the field every third series, or every 3 series of offensive play. Hey, look, that's what else you want from them? That's all they can do. You know what I mean? They can't, you know, stop the opposing team from scoring and go over the offense and run plays. No, it don't work that way. So that's why you have an offense and a defense. You got to separate that. So both units got to do their job. You know what I mean? And it's rarely in the game. Well, I ain't going to say it's rarely, but some games you have where one of the units is not playing at the level of the other one. Okay, today our offense wasn't playing to the level of our defense. Actually, even in New Orleans, if you looked at that game real well, our offense really wasn't playing to the level of the defense. So there's some things to be fixed and some improvement, a lot of improvement to make on the offense. Efficiency, stupid plays, mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Play calling, effort, performance. So all those things come in. Awareness. Awareness is one of the main things. Okay, especially from the quarterback position. Lamar got to see these linemen sitting there in his face. You know what I'm saying? And he can't just run up the middle and run right into a guy. He can't just hand it off to guys instead of handing it off. You know, that one play he could have handed it off, and Duvernay probably would have got a first down. But he decided to keep it and ran right to the defensive player. His awareness got to come up. It got to come up, especially in this half of the season, because, like I said, these teams are coming in there and they're going to play smash mouth football. When we visit these teams, they're going to play smash mouth football like it's their Super Bowl, because it's the Baltimore Ravens, and the Baltimore Ravens are trending up right now. So, hey, look, that's all I got. Everybody played good. What about Patrick Queen? Hey, look, shout out to Patrick Queen, man. Great game today. The addition of Roquan Smith really helped Patrick Queen, and you can see that today. It freed him up for a lot of plays. Roquan Smith played well. Okay, he's still learning the defense. You can kind of tell, because a lot of those plays that Queen was making, Roquan would have been making, but you know what I mean. He just probably, didn't really understand something or something like that. But he'll get a hold of that playbook as time goes on, and he's going to get better and better. And then that's when it's going to be very scary. I love the outside linebackers are playing lights out. The linebackers are playing lights out. Our defensive backs are playing lights out. Our speedy recovery to Hamilton. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully we'll see you soon, baby boy. You're doing a good job. I think he can be Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm serious. That boy is a tackling machine. I think he had more tackles than anybody before he went out. But anyway, so that's where we at. Hope you enjoyed that game today. I enjoyed it. Can't wait for next week to see those Jaguars, baby. Let's go, Ravens flock. Let's go, Ravens Nation. Ravens fans all over the world. Let's go, baby. Come on, we got to get by our team, you know. Okay, good and bad. You know what I'm saying? We got some mistakes just like every other team we got. You know, everybody got problems. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Eagles. Just lost last week. They were looking dumbfounded. Things happen. So get ready for that. Prepare for that. Let's keep supporting our team. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and throw on your notification button. Hit the button so you can get more of my shows. I'm gonna be coming out with more. You know what I mean? I do a lot with youth, so I don't really have a lot of time to do a lot of shows, but I'm gonna get them out as much as I can. Okay? So with your encouragement and your motivation, we're gonna do more of these great shows. All right? So hey, look, great win, Ravens. 3, baby. #1 in the AFC North, and we ready to do this thing. The Ravens are on a run. Remember what I told you. And that defense is going to be the #1 defense in the NFL before the season over with. So with that being said, this your boy, King Raven. Great day. Enjoy the rest of your evening watching these other teams in the AFC lose, and we're going to be all right. So with that being said, love, peace, happiness. May God bless you. Have a great evening, and we'll see you soon. Please subscribe.